Hey, good morning, everyone. Hope you guys had a nice 4th. I thought while I was doing some chores out back here, I would make a little video on some of the stuff I've got going on out back. I'm often in the front and it kind of gets all the attention, but I've got some pretty excellent trees out back here, so yeah, thought I'd show you guys what I got going on. Nothing too old. I just started putting trees back here like last year, so but yeah, things are starting to grow quick and got some cool varieties. So, and I grow other things other than figs back here as well. But yeah, so this in this little raised bed, so there's not much of a bottom on that. You know, it looks like a pot, but more like a raised bed, is Medes Famous, which is a fig gifted to me by the figologist, my buddy up in Oregon City, Bobby Gahary. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Bobby. Sorry. But anyways, yeah, this is a really cool tree. I believe it was his father's tree that he brought here to the U.S. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's got one Breva on it right now. It had two. The other one fell off. But this is all new growth since he brought it to me. He actually brought it down from Oregon City, and on the drive down, it lost some of its leaves in the wind as it sat in the back. But this is all new growth since he brought it to me about, I don't know, maybe a month ago. So really vigorous. I've kind of staked it. I know it's kind of a funny shape right now, but I'm going to encourage sort of a chalice shape on it. So anyways, I don't really know anything about the fruit, the timing, but I'm really excited to try it. So really vigorous, really healthy, beautiful leaves. So yeah, fun one. Now from impressive to unimpressive. This was a 5-foot tall Dalmati, aka Stella, that I air layered off. So I just got a little piece, not much to look at right now. That should grow back in a hurry. I wanted to encourage a bush shape, so I air layered a big giant whip out of the middle. This is a Roja. This is a Pons tree. I'm air layering off one branch right now, and yeah, I cut it down low. This is actually an older tree. It had some bark issues, so I buried it a couple of different times, but this time it's in this raised bed, and so I'm gonna get 4 branches shooting out to the side, and this is all new growth this year. Didn't grow quite as much as I thought it would, and I'm not really gonna get a main crop off of it this year because it's just putting on growth instead of focusing on figs. But hopefully it gets a little bigger next year. It is a pretty vigorous grower, and it's an extremely vigorous fruiter. I've eaten it the last two years when I had it potted, and it's a pretty sensational fig. So excited to show it to you guys in the years to come as it gets bigger and settles in more. So this over here in ground is my Lampyra preta. Got this one from my buddy Derek. It is a San Pedro fig, just like Desert King and Granthams Royal, Samiro Puro, all those. So far this season, it dropped its Breva for me. I may not have had it irrigated well enough, or it may just still be too immature. But right now I've got it kind of multi-branched. I'm hoping it starts sending out more suckers. It does have main crop piglets forming on it right now, and I will be hand pollinating those like I do pretty much all my main crop figlets now the last couple of years, because I'm just so addicted to it. With parthenocarpic figlets, or excuse me, for figlets on parthenocarpic trees that would otherwise ripen without pollination, it just increases their flavor. But for something like this, a second crop on a San Pedro, these would not ripen without pollination. So if I hand pollinate these, and I do it correctly, they will ripen. I did it with my Desert King last year, and it was the best fig I've ever eaten. So I'm gonna pollinate those, and then I'm also gonna pollinate these figs back here on my Domenico Toro. So I also put this in ground, and I've encouraged it. So it was tall. It was, I don't know, 3, 4, or 5 feet tall. And I chopped it, and I'm encouraging it to grow up like a bush. I want it to grow in that bush form that I like San Pedros to grow in. But it's also got main crop figlets on it right now. It didn't give me any Breva this year because it wasn't much to look at. but I plan on hand pollinating those. And this one, at least according to what I have read and what I have seen, Harvey had a video out about this one, and purportedly puts out massive breba in the size range of like 200 grams plus, and I almost don't even want to talk about what he said that I think he said that someone had reported breba up over like 400, 500, 600 grams. I don't know about that. It's probably on a really old tree, and who knows, but extremely large from what I hear. So yeah, excited for Domenico Toro in the future, and for now I will hand pollinate the main crop. What else do I got going? So you gotta back up here. Oh, I'm gonna trip over my dog. This is Battaglia Green. This is one I got from Bobby. I had it potted last year. I guess I just kind of got it in the middle of last season, and I stuck it in this raised bed. It overwintered in here, and it struggled with a little bit of FMV so far, but it's really starting to come on now. This is an Adriatic, and it's supposed to be an earlier Adriatic, and one that a bunch of folks seem to enjoy on the upper end of their favorites of the Adriatics. So it's got one breba on there. Actually, no, that's not is that a breba? No, that's not a breba, that's a main. I don't know what's going on here. It's got one main. So I really need to work on shaping it and getting this tree looking right, shaped well, set up for the future. But I am excited to try it, but mainly right now I just want to get it healthy and growing well. And last but not least, over here is 505H, which I'll be honest, I don't know a whole ton about. I got this in a kind of a gift / trade from a gentleman up north a couple years back, and it was just, when I got it from him, it was I think it might have been a sucker off of his tree when I got it, and I extremely appreciated it, and but it needed some help, so I nursed it along, and it has grown, I want to say, really well. It is, gosh, almost 5 feet tall now. I chopped it like I do right down there in the middle. You see I'm air layering a branch off. But I've got it growing into this nice chalice shape. And because it's focusing on foliar growth, I'm not going to get figs off of it this year, but I am excited for it in the future. So yeah, I used to have some figs planted out there, out in the chicken area, but even with fencing, the way I had them set up, I think they were getting scratched up by the chickens too much. So yeah, you can hear them going right now. Anyways, yeah, it didn't work so well. I don't know, I may try something out there in the future, but for now it's mainly back in this area, so kind of setting up a little fig forest back here. I do have oh gosh, over there in the way back, I do have a Granthams and a Desert King. Kind of doing a little San Pedro hedge over there, but I've been air layering these off right now because I wanted to chop them back to nothing. I still need to air layer that tall branch off. And you can see I've finally got a sucker coming up on this one, and then this big giant side of this Grantham's coming off any day. And this one I already air layered off. You can see it's starting to grow back from the bottom, and I'm encouraging that that bush shape. So yeah, other than that, guys, I don't know, I thought I'd just show you guys the back. Still room for more figs. I cut out a big chunk of our walnut tree back there as it was kind of shading and dropping crud all over my trees and plants. So yeah, still kind of forming what I'm doing back here, but definitely room for more trees back here, and yeah, they should be pretty nice in the years to come. I wish I would have put them in years ago, but I didn't. So we'll work with what we got right now. All right, guys, take care, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. All right, peace.